Another one bites the dust as a multi-strategy hedge fund is shutting down after 46 years. $69 million worth of Bitcoin shorts were just liquidated in the past 24 hours. Speaking of short sellers being liquidated in crypto and Bitcoin specifically, short sellers are now raking in nearly $1 billion on the flip side, targeting US regional banks. Now, something's odd about this. Something doesn't seem right. The White House on Friday says the banking system is sound and resilient, but then on Monday, Bitcoin is smashing 66,000 and gold is hitting all-time highs over 2,100. Both assets are considered hedges against systematic risk as short sellers are targeting banks, and the ones who aren't targeting banks are getting liquidated in crypto. On top of that, Australia's biggest bank, Commonwealth Bank, is limiting monthly Bitcoin purchases. And lastly, but not least, Thailand plans to extend its crackdown on short selling by charging individuals for such trades. What is going on, guys? Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover with AMC, GameStop, the overall market, crypto. Stay until the end of the video, guys. You don't want to miss it. All I ask in return, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you come to my videos day in and day out and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that notification bell. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, short interest is on the rise, 12.68% according to Ortex. We knew this. We said, hey, T+2, this thing is going to rise. It's clear as day. 33.24 million shares shorted. And this is just what is reported. We pay attention to the trend. I'll do a quick touch on the options chain. 4,000 calls compared to 12,000 puts expiring in the money, and then 37,000 calls expiring out of the money. Next week's options chain is much larger than this week, with over 200,000 contracts on the call side and 140,000 on the put side. So just be ready for next week. It's going to be volatile. We have a couple of catalysts coming out that are going to move the overall market as a whole. Now, along with short interest rising, we come and take a look at these short exempts from 170,000, 170 again, 584, then 387. The short exempt volume is absolutely disgusting on AMC. And if you go and take a look, the SSR was on AMC because it dropped more than 10%. And this is going to cause the FTDs to spike in 35 days because we have a T+35 on top of short exempt volume being huge 3 days in a row. What do you take out of this? You take out of this data that, okay, AMC is in the position we've been talking about. Now, a lot of you sucks, what do you mean? We've been tracking this back here and we have been waiting for this gap higher. We've been waiting for volume to come in and AMC to pick up and get that moon higher. And if we take a look at the chart, that is just not what's happening. Everything played out perfectly right up into earnings, and then earnings kind of took everything down with it. AMC is still holding 428. That's something that we do want to see on the side of things. We are seeing volume pick up. That's also something we want to see, but we don't want to see it pick up on the downside. What I'm collecting from the data is that AMC is in the algorithmic move. They are fighting it extremely hard, and we need short sellers, short positions to fail. We need hedge funds to get margin called, and we need something else to happen here because it's being held down ever so tightly, right? It's being held down super tight, and they are trying to hedge as best as possible against this algorithmic move. If you come and take a look at GameStop as well, 46,000 short exempts. You don't see this on GameStop ever. Okay, the last time you saw it relatively close was February 9th when it hit 42,000. What happened on February 9th? We tested the macro trend line. This wicked above it right here, right? As of right now, we are over that macro trend line. We are over that $15 level where it was testing last time. We're testing the same spot. I wouldn't be surprised if short exempts are stacked on it as well. GameStop is in the algorithmic move along with AMC. Now, we said prior, if I could pull a clip up, I will, but I have a lot of stuff to do with Discord, YouTube today. We're going to talk about that later. But we said it'll come down here and then flash back up to test that high. And that's exactly what is happening. If the algorithmic move takes it higher, we go higher, we squeeze, we get that leg up. If not, they tank it back into the macro trend line, bring it under 1250. As of right now, we're in that decision zone, and GameStop and AMC are in the algorithmic move along with other plays as well. Ethereum Classic has been moving, XRP has been moving. Speaking of that, XRP broke above the 62-cent level, came back down, built support off of it, and now we are slowly climbing up 4% on the day. This is perfectly to a T exactly what we want to see with XRP as well as Ethereum Classic, but it needs to pull over to AMC. And AMC is trying, but they are really tanking it with these fake shares. Now, $670 million worth of shorts will get liquidated if Bitcoin breaks its previous all-time high of $69,000. That is a ton of shorts getting liquidated, and we're getting very close to that price level. We're going to talk about Bitcoin after we get into the overall market, but short sellers don't want to exceed those losses, right? So if Bitcoin breaks that all-time high, that can enter a brand new trading range up to 100,000, 200,000, a million. Nobody knows. Short sellers don't want to have the time of day to get margin called up there, and at that point their position will get slaughtered, will get smoked, even if we hit 69,000. Last but not least, if you're holding AMC, before we get into the overall market, the intrinsic value is at $61 a share, and we're trading at $4 a share. This is just to hopefully keep your head up, keep your head higher. On the side note of a squeeze, AMC is getting slowly fundamentally better. Now, the overall market, but real quick, guys, I'm going to ask you real quick to get in the Discord. The link is right under the video. Come talk with me. Come talk with the most amazing people who have the best vibes. A lot of new people are joining, and I'm excited to get them on the trading journey, and I'm excited for all of us to get financially free together. So pop in the Discord. Come talk stocks. Come talk crypto. Post my trades as soon as I take them, and I will be entering trades more in my personal portfolio. We also have options trading alerts in here, so there's no reason not to do so. It's a coffee a month. Above this link in the comments as well as the description is Moomoo. If you guys don't have several different brokers, I recommend getting this one, but you don't have to. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you sign up through my link and deposit any amount, you will start getting free stocks from them, and you can sell those or hold them, completely up to you, but it is free money. So if you're not doing so, use the link in the top of the description, sign up and make a deposit. Now, the S&P 500, 512.39, basically sideways on the day. This thing has just been ripping heads off. There's no cooling off. If there is a cool off period, and if there is a slight correction, a healthy correction, it's going to be in March. So be very, very careful with the SPY. As of right now, I still think it has room to fly up to 535, especially if we do get a positive catalyst in March and that correction doesn't happen, and then to potentially come all the way up to 555, right? It has a lot of room to run. But again, it's above every estimate. Everything is pumping. And where is this cash flow coming from? There's also programs ending. Banks aren't doing well. Currencies aren't doing the greatest. And we have the Fed meeting this month as well as CPI. Not to mention, a couple stocks are holding up the overall market, and Nvidia is being the main one. 850, 260, up another 4%. Watch 861, then 950 on Nvidia. This is absolutely disgusting. Now, a couple stocks that are kind of dragging it down and keeping it sideways are Apple, 174, breaking below the 236 on the fib. This thing has just been breaking down ever since the double top around $200. And as of right now, I see Apple coming down to 170, so just watch this. Another one kind of taking a cool off is Google, 132.96, down 4% on the day, completely dumping out of this parallel zone. So we need to watch for Google to build some support somewhere. If we see volume increasing on this sell-off, I'm watching 123 for some support on Google. Another one bites the dust, down 6%, 190.50. Tesla breaking below its ascending parallel channel. Not a good thing to see. Tesla has some stuff going on about it. There is rumors about Apple buying Rivian, and Rivian being a Tesla rival. That's not a good thing to see. And then what's new? Controversy around Elon Musk. Elon Musk involved lawyers. It's just never a good thing to see. Now the elephant in the room, crypto. Look at Bonk up 67%. Absolutely disgusting. In yesterday's video, we talked about the best cryptos to buy now. If you're watching this video, go watch that, because a lot of retail misses the run on these small, hidden, random meme coins that run thousands of percent. And I think there is a ton of money to be made here. And I basically threw them out at you. These are the ones, and I would go watch that video. I really, really would. I've also just built a small crypto portfolio worth about $1,050 last night in one day of all of these meme coins to try and catch all these runs. And if you want to see that, get in the Discord. I'm also probably going to post it to members only. Bitcoin 66,000. Look at this, coming right up, nearing that all-time high, up 5%. We broke that 64,000 support level. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin comes down tonight and bases at 64, right around 64 somewhere, before moving higher up to around 73 and breaking that all-time high. That's something I'm watching on Bitcoin. Last but not least, this CryptoPunk NFT was just bought for $16 million. Our NFT's back. The crypto bull run is here. It feels, a little bit different since we just went through one in 2021, but it's been, 3 years now, and NFTs are getting bought back up for absurd amounts. Bitcoin, cryptos are pumping, meme coins are pumping, the market is pumping. It's short squeeze season, and at this point, we're just waiting for AMC to take off with everything else. Announcement, sadly, frenetically, The platform themselves are closing down. I talked to the creator. Just didn't gain traction as fast as possible. But beyond that, that would be the conclusion for the trading challenge. Obviously, I don't want to outright just end it. I'm going to do a trading challenge with my personal portfolio. You're not going to be able to copy the trades off of the spot, but as long as you come to the YouTube channel and I share the trades with you, you'll know what I take, and you also know what I take immediately if you are in the Discord. That is it, guys. I love you all. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. It was a long weekend. I'm sorry I didn't upload yesterday, but I will be uploading a second time, hopefully tonight, about a really cool platform. So stay tuned. Have post notifications on. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.